So of course, I like Eddie Murphy and I like Keke Palmer too. Pete Davidson, he's cool. Let's check it out. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. All right, guys, now we have The Pickup, which is streaming on Amazon Prime, rated R, coming in at 1 hour and 34 minutes. I love me a 90-minute movie, being described as action comedy. Now, this is being directed by Mr. Tim Story. What up, my brother? How you doing? How you doing? This is what the gentleman looks like right here. Every time I hear that name, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the guy that did Fantastic Four. Yep, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, and the Fantastic Four, of course, the first one, 2005, 2007. And those movies wasn't horrible, but they just didn't reach its full potential as well. He also did Kevin Hart, Laugh at My Pain, Think Like a Man, Ride Alone, Think Like a Man 2. I really did like the Think Like a Man films. They were pretty good. Ride Alone, I don't remember. I don't think they were horrible, but I know I wasn't in love with them. The Shaft in 2019, that was pretty good. I did not see Tom and Jerry, but I heard it was absolutely awful. The Blackening was okay. The Blackening was okay. And so I enjoy Tim Story's movies for the most part. I'm not in love with the guy, but when I see him pop up in some credits on the poster or whatever, I'm like, okay, that's Tim Story. I'm rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? I want him to win. At the very least, I do respect the guy. But my expectations for this movie were not high. They were pretty low. I was just like, okay. I like Eddie Murphy. I like Keke Palmer, but this is Amazon. I think they're going to have a few jokes here and there, but I don't think they're going to just knock this out of the park. This may not be memorable. Hopefully I can just have fun with this and it'd be a cute little movie. So before I get into all the nitty gritty, before I talk about all my likes and dislikes, let me tell you exactly what this Amazon Prime movie, The Pickup, is all about. A routine cash pickup turns into a deadly pursuit when two mismatched armored truck drivers are ambushed by ruthless criminals with plans beyond the cash. First thing I liked about this film is you can stream it at home. However, when I did see it in theaters, I did enjoy myself. I will go ahead and get that out the way. But I said, okay, will people want to come to the theaters to see this? Yeah, there may be a handful of people, but I think they'll appreciate it that much more if they watch it at home. And so there you go right there. It is worth a watch. Next thing I like about this film is 90 minutes, 1 hour and 34 minutes. So as soon as it starts, it's pretty much over. And that's not a bad thing either. If you're at home and you just want to watch something entertaining real quick, just get your mind on something else to take a load off. There you go. And guys, this movie is funny. It's not just hilarious, but I did cackle here and there. And that's mainly from Eddie Murphy and his banter that he had with Pete Davidson. Them going back and forth in the armored truck did make me laugh, did make me chuckle. I wasn't just laughing out hysterically, like I said, but I was entertained, okay? I was enjoying myself. Eddie Murphy was being Eddie Murphy. If Eddie Murphy was not a part of this film, this would be extremely forgettable, extremely bland, vanilla ice cream. And okay, that's not a bad thing, but it's not a great thing either. So it probably goes without saying, it's probably obvious that Eddie Murphy was a saving grace in this film. As far as Keke Palmer is concerned, I am a fan of hers, but I wasn't a fan of her character initially. I don't know why. I just feel like I have a biased opinion here. But I remember Keke from 20 years ago when she was in Akeelah and the Bee. She was just a little girl, cute as she can be. But she's grown now. She's a woman. But for me, sometimes it's still kind of weird for me to see her play grown woman sexy roles. She can do that, but in this film, they didn't pull it across. It felt like she was trying too hard with her outfit, with her get up, with her makeup. However, later on in the film, they did reveal a bit more about her character. It gave her some depth. And because of that, I was able to sympathize with the character, get on board with her mission, and want her to succeed. She went from a villain in the film to an antagonist, and I don't want to say how the film concluded, but that is something that I do appreciate. Pete Davidson, he's Pete Davidson. In my opinion, he wasn't good, he wasn't bad. He was just fair in this movie. He could have been replaced with anybody and it not made any difference. That's no shade to Pete Davidson. At the very beginning of this video, I said he's cool, but I'm just not gonna lie and say that he was a standout. Like, oh my gosh, if it wasn't for him, 2 points off. And that's just not the case. He did a decent job. And as far as the action is concerned, it was pretty decent. I did enjoy what they did with the dye packs, the paint that was in certain money bags in the armored truck. I thought that was pretty ingenious given the situation that the characters were in at the time. Just to be able to think on your feet and use all of your surroundings to your advantage at your disposal. But guys, this is an extremely simple movie, extremely simple premise that's really entertaining. And if you just want something to kind of chuckle at for an hour and a half, there you go. If you're a fan of Eddie Murphy, go ahead and check this out, but please do not expect to be blown away. As far as complaints in this movie, I have none. I really don't. There was nothing in this movie that was just standing out, glaring. So I was like, oh my God, I don't like that, or just rubbed me the wrong way. So I will go ahead and give my rating for this at the very end. But for now, guys, that is just my opinion. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share the video. Help me reach 60,000 subscribers, my next milestone on this channel. But if I had to rate the pickup out of a 1 out of 10, I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. Yes, a 7.5 out of 10. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. Peace. And I'll see you next time.